Right, I'm gonna guess this is the way out. Yeah, that's the way out. Right, come on, ladies. Back up the way we came. So in the end, it didn't matter which route we took. We've practically taken both of them. Well, I'm glad to see you made it back safely. I am beginning to wonder why you've not moved this body of a marauder, at least out the way of your little camp.
Hey, Mannequin Slayer. Glad you made it in one piece. After all, not everyone's so lucky.
Your friend wasn't so lucky
Meet my
either.
corporate compliance crew. Then check out our weapons locker inside. I reckon you'll find something you like.
Oh?
Then we call it even between us.
Well, fair enough. I wasn't really out to profit off saving a life anyway. I gotta say, you're kind of an odd group of mercenaries, considering you're labeling yourselves a corporate entity, while you're, what, freelancers?
The corporate model is the oldest and most efficient, not to mention stable structure history has ever shown us. Plus, corporations got certain rights not entailed to individuals. I lead the C3s. Addie covers our payroll and expenditures. Lance handles the human capital. And Donald is our charming public face.
I think you need another public
Our
face.
system works. We've racked up more confirmed kills than any other crew you can hire.
Can't imagine the competition.
Yeah.
The best is the best, lady. That's all there is to it.
I'm not even sure you are the best. I think you'd simply don't know how to actually find out the proper statistics. Why are you guarding this station, and why haven't you done a better job?
We were hired to do so. Why else? You did get the memo that we're mercenaries? Our client's a bit unorthodox, sure. He calls himself the broker, and prefers the glow of a terminal to flesh and blood interaction. But I can't fault his work ethic. Our current gig's to stop, by means of lethal force, any creatures exiting the caverns, including but not limited to marauders, iconoclasts, and agents operating for the MSI.
Okay. How about, you know what, let's go back on calling it even. I'll forgo the gun, and we'll call it even if you help me wipe out the marauders at the broadcast station, because that's a win-win, isn't it? You're supposed to be guarding it. Look, I know your contract specifically says exiting the caverns, but you're supposed to be guarding the station, really, aren't you?
You drive a hard bargain, Mannequin Slayer.
Don't call me that.
It don't make much financial sense for C3 to expend resources on any killing beyond the contract stipulations. As the Marauders didn't enter from the caves, the requirements are murky. At the same time, we do want to keep our client alive until the payment's cleared.
You guys do seem... I wouldn't even call you lazy. Just the most pedantic crew in Halcyon. You know, you're supposed to be protecting the guy up there. If those marauders came through the caves, they still came out of the caves. You should still go kill them.
I think you mean clever.
No.
We recommended the client safeguard himself, so I don't expect that the main doors will be accessible. Find a way to open them, and we'll clear any hostiles on the inside.
What do you mean
I
accessible?
best radio ahead for Joy and Hudson to prep for us. They'll be at the station entrance, ready with our finest auto mechanicals to assist you. C3s, prepare to move out.
You mean all two of your auto mechanicals? Are you guys prepared to move out? No? Maybe, just a suggestion, don't have your public face standing there with a massive hammer as if he's about to smash somebody's skull in. Right, weapons locker. Pick up oh! Thunder. I'll take those sister chops. And everything else. Is this the weapon lock? Oh. Okay. Bolter pistol 2.0. We'll take all of it. If they're offering us all of this stuff over here will have it. Yeah, oh, you know what? Oh, they're wind-up merchants anyway. Let's take all of this. Right. Prep pills, bypass shunt, adrena time. Get my fix. That's better. I am kind of curious where this leads. Is that another way around to the summit? Is that why you're set up here? Because there's a different way in? Are you not guarding all the ways into the radio station? Right. Joy, was it? I hope you're going to bring me some joy and give me some good news.
Boss man said you'd be up this way. Quick regroup before we shoot up the place?
Yep, let's regroup. What's the plan?
Fox radioed ahead. Said I'm to follow you. Provide whatever support you need. If those bastards start shooting, we'll join in.
Excellent.
I gotta warn you, my girl Sunshine here is a tad trigger happy. Of course, me and her will follow your lead. Just wanted you to know we wouldn't begrudge you of any violent inclinations.
You're the trigger happy one. It's not the gun. Is it? Or are you? No, it's you. You're confusing me. You've confused me. You're the trigger happy one, right?
Ain't it the same, really? I'd say me and my piece meet each other halfway on the issue. She likes to be used, and I like to put her to good use. As so very often as I can.
That's not a healthy attitude.
We can tell friend from foe, mind you. But it's probably best not to walk directly in front of us.
You know what? I suddenly want to go it alone. Well, no need to wait for me. Come on, after you.
You're A-okay, stranger. Hear that, Hudson? It's payday.
Right. Come on. I'll back you up. Let's start off with this gentleman. And see if we can get the lookout. I think we got him. Ooh, okay, that's a lot. What is that?
Serves you right, dissident.
Ringleader. Oh, I can't get a shot. Can it? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna have to trust that they can handle themselves. Is this gonna lead me to a good vantage point? Oh, yes.
We're done here.
How did you guys get up on that ramp so quick? You two okay? Your mechanicals look okay. Couple of bits. I'm going to assume the road leads around in this way. Okay. There is another marauder.
Remind me to never turn my back to you. Here they come.
What do you mean turn your back to me? I'm never going to shoot you in the back. Okay? Shit. Yeah, I'm not doing the best aiming right now. You ladies okay? Alright. If there are any other marauders down there, I think they got the picture. To clear out. Right. Joy? Hudson? Where's Hudson? He's taking turns going up the ladder. Took his head clean off.
Huh?
Oh! Have you been asleep
Perfection.
this whole time? That's a lot of gunfire to sleep through. Okay, so we can get into the station from here. Can also...
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
To be fair, I'd have been spooked by having a load of marauders outside my door. Take all of this. Right. It looks like we might be able to get through this side door, though. He wasn't exactly thorough. Okay. I think Joy and Hudson must have decided to secure the
You may not
entrance.
realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that.
Well, let's hope for his sake that the Marauders couldn't. Alright. Let's start this.
Doing this.
Oh, you know what? Machine gun time. Oh, yeah. Definitely if they're going to run at us like that, you get extra bullets. Oh, he died trying to grab onto the chair. Is this a good time to just be looting Hiram's kitchen? Marauders or no
Here's
marauders?
the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown.
Okay, so
Guess
he's
we'll
got like...
keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
Only you can protect fourth quarter profits. Should we set ourselves up as a corporation for legal rights and such? Would that be a good idea? Would that be difficult? I suppose if we're doing slightly illegal jobs, we probably want to avoid anything contractually obliging. So this isn't a prison cell, even though it was barred as if it was one. Grab all of this. Oh. Devil's Peak Environmental Controls keycard. What do we have here? Memorandum on Environmental Controls Installation and Keycard. Barb. The new Environmental Controls Terminal is now installed and running upstairs. Congratulations! You message corporate about it, you get to manage it. Consider this your official notice to hide its access keycard deep in the bottom of a drawer somewhere, preferably within the archives or in one of the station's other popular sections. Because I sure as hell will not allow our station's efficiency scores to plummet due to a pointless safety feature. Don't even think about it. Testing the system out. Don't even think about testing the system out. The emergency sirens will make your ears bleed, and if you accidentally trigger the fire suppression system, it can suck the air from a room faster than the station's last performance review. Okay, so... although I wouldn't call a safety feature pointless, this safety feature does seem a little... extreme. Oh, sir. Sir, should we alert this man to our presence? No, I don't think we should. To die on the lavatory is not a pleasant way to go. Okay. What else do we have?
You out there, whoever you are, yes,
Me?
yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face the intercom.
Me? Where's... Hello?
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to suicide by Marauder?
Your station. You're Hiram
And
then.
you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, he hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast.
Look. How... I'll just let him rant it away.
I see why Nyoka tolerates you.
You cheeky son of a...
I'll do the talking. By the hand of fate and my own cunning skill, I run this station. The Marauders may have other plans, and since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I have need of you. As my newest contractor, you may call me the broker.
I'm not your contractor.
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
Exactly.
What? Everyone calls me that, aside from you.
Right. Well, let's just get this over with. Look, C3, the people you hired, they're ready to go and wrap this up, the Marauder thing.
Oh, now they'll take action. It's about time, I tell you. I'm up to my neck in marauders in here, which, by the by, they were supposed to prevent.
Yeah, I know.
I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again.
Right, okay, got it. How many Marauders are we talking about?
Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place.
Yeah, too many isn't good for
Already
me.
They've caused considerable damage to the station's property. If they take down the broadcast equipment, I'll be out of a job, permanently.
Do you even make money doing this? Look, I'll see what I can do. Right. Well, what's in here, first of all? I need a fix. Open sesame. Voila.
Good job.
Thank you. And I don't even care if this Hiram can see me on the security cameras. I'm gonna consider this. Our deposit. Our upfront fee. I just found a music box, though. Is that gonna be of any interest? No. No, I think we can just sell it. Right. The elevator.
Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Okay.
C3's entering through the main doors as we speak. About damn time.
Exactly. Tell me about it. Come on, ladies. It might get quite violent quite quickly.
Light them on fire, ladies and gents!
Oh, snap. All right. Are they? Oh, okay, they're in. We better go. Oh, no, how competent all of them. Oh, okay, he's pretty good with that hammer. Oh, hello.
Company ammo. Time to collect a fine bounty.
Go on. If you're collecting bounties, I'll be right behind you. Yeah, they're going quick and aggressive. You got to give them that.
That's the last of them, I think.
That was...
Waste of company ammo.
Look, stop talking about your company ammo. Just look. Good job, Hiram.
Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. You hurry on in.
You must be Hiram Blythe.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, I'd say this calls for a celebration. And you got me my money's worth out of the C3s. I ought to have simply dealt with you in the first place.
Look, I didn't do this out of the goodness of my heart, I gotta be honest.
Yes, I believe I do. This ought to square our debt. One
Ooh.
hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, I do wonder why Nyoka has brought you to me.
When I said I didn't do this
Allow
out of the
me to
kindness of
pose
my heart.
question in another manner. Why, in the nebula, are you here?
Yeah, I didn't exactly want the payment. I just wanted to... Well, I need information. And, well, Nyoka also needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
What a class act. Look, if she's your friend and she's in need, you should help her.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
You better.
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to ship, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes, round 1 of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, Good luck.
That was fast work. And, right, my turn. Phineas sent me. He needs the location of these chemicals.
I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my contracts, always.
I hope so.
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Careful. I know that line. I use it all the time.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time.
Hey, oh, hang on. Oh, I thought you said you fulfill all your contracts. What's going on here?
I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire.
Okay.
But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions.
Oh, for the love of... Right, okay, so we're officially caught in the middle of their little war. So, we kick them off then. We kick them off the airwaves.
Exactly what I was thinking. They hurt us all with their pettiness. Which, of course, has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood.
So... Right. Can't we cut them off from inside this station?
No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out until the frequency pollution thins out.
Joy.
The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to stop transmitting on their end.
Oh, but they're old friends that seem to despise each other. Okay, well, I've got jobs to do for both of them. Maybe I can talk some sense into them then.
You do that, I'll be here, waiting on the receiving end. Luck be with you. I have a feeling you'll be needing a pinch of it, plus a vat of patience.
I think I'm going to be needing a vat of luck as well. Right, I'm going to go.
Be a doll and shoot any marauders you spot on the way down.
I will if you stop calling me a doll. Oh, hello. Universal Defense Logistics. UDL would like to remind employees that there is no way, or that it is in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistically probable cause of loss of life in its facilities. Atmospheric controls are online, issue detected with the automechanical controls, alerting HQ. What's wrong with the automechanical controls? Request for security and assistance installation. Time submitted less than 5.2 or greater than. I can't remember which way around that symbol goes. But some indeterminate amount of time ago. Awaiting an official response from Byzantium HQ. Atmospheric controls. Environmental status or sensor status. All sensors currently indicate a standard level range regarding temperature and chemical composition throughout the station. That is good news. Right, I think we've finished clearing this place out, more or less. It was a good idea to backpedal, because they had a fair few things on them, these marauders. And there was a terminal this way, too. Hello, you. You all seem to be okay. Yep, excuse me. Yep, beep beep to you too. Here it is. There was a safe. There doesn't really seem to be anything worth opening it up for, so we're going to leave it. I'm going to grab this, though. And what do we have here? Devil's Peak Station. Authorized broadcaster. Selected. Recorded transmissions. Or select recorded transmissions for a listing of all scheduled incoming and outgoing broadcasts. To go live, please ask your producer to initiate broadcasting. Do not begin broadcasting without the supervision of a senior producer. Thank you, Val. And now, a message from our sponsors. Tired of itchy acid burns? Try Auntie Cleo's artisanal ball-scented moisturizing cream. I could begin broadcasting. That's probably a bad idea. Let's not do that. Priority transmissions. Accessing. The station's primary band is presently oversaturated with continual transmissions from sister settlements. Off-world signals are unable to be isolated for recording. Right, well that matches up with what he was saying. Administrator notes Amber Height data is iconoclast in origin. Graham is behind it, must speak with him. Stellar Bay broadcasts are coded gibberish. Could potentially used to blackmail Sanjar. Has his signature all over it. Personal files? Memorandum titled Clear Blue Skies, Mood Optimistic. Personal files for Hiram Blythe. Dare I say the future is looking bright indeed. I can run a full gamut of operations without ever leaving the sanctuary of the broadcast room. Sanjar and Graham are living up to their promises. I have not interfered with initial broadcasts. Sanjar and Graham are living up to their promises and have not interfered with initial broadcasts. The deal is holding, and I believe I can make a life here. The deal? What deal? Memorandum titled Sneaky Sneaky, Mood Sneaky. Had a near miss the other day. Nearly ended up with the board on my trail. We will mark that trial firmly in the failure category. One must experiment, however, to ascertain the best methods. I have found thus far the most reliable method for evading detection within the limited frequency of Monarch's off-world transmission involves duplicating regular news broadcasts on several unused frequencies. My information gathering associates know to filter out the sounds in the vocal range, in turn isolating the embedded data, and the board's authorities are none the wiser. Playing hazard has never been so thrilling, nor high stakes. Memorandum titled Should Have Known, Mood Furious. Pox it all. Those imbecilic children and their hatred of each other, Sanjar and Graham have oversaturated my key bands. They'll take down each other all right, and me right alongside them. I should never have invited them to play. What to do about it now? What to do indeed. I think we need to have a quick word with Hiram before we leave. Is this a back door? I think it is a back door. Hiram, can we talk about the deal you have with Sanjar and Graham?
It's the strangest thing. I still can't receive any incoming off-world communications.
Oh, come on, it's been 5 minutes. I'm working on it. I haven't shut down the broadcast yet. That's probably it.
Why, pray tell, are you standing here then? Wait, I know. This is the part where you fleece me for more money.
No, I'm not here to fleece you for
Don't bother
money.
explaining how my business will suffer if you don't shut the broadcast down. I already know.
Look, I don't want your money.
It's an apology, Captain. It was my duty to warn you of threats, both physical and otherwise. But I failed to prepare you for this man's insufferable nature.
You didn't. You really didn't.
Yes, but you put up with me because I'm a veritable genius. And because I pay you well for it.
I don't really know how you
Here,
make money.
Take this if it will incentivize you to work faster.
It's only 25 bits. Look, can we discuss more? When you say you're an info broker, tell me more about that.
Is that a trick question? Because to answer it, you'd need to pay me.
I'm not paying you
Of course,
anything.
I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. I'll even offer it for free. We'll call it an exchange for your help with the broadcasts.
That sounds good to
Ask
me.
me what you will.
Look, I'm curious about MSI and the Iconoclasts.
They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know?
Well, what is the story between them, exactly? I know that Sanjar and Graham have a past.
You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megalomaniacs told you I was the true mastermind behind Monarch. Back when
They
the
failed to
colony was still
mention.
Terra 1 and corporations were abandoning us left and right, I'm the one who approached Sanjar and Graham with the means to our salvation. I
Oh,
offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. If MSI were the only corporation here, they could claim sole ownership.
so MSI stayed behind while the other corporations left to gain sole control of the planet. And you're the metaphorical glue that brought them together.
Precisely. Without me, they never would have done more than play Revolution in hushed whispers over scuzzy kale ales in the tavern. Thus, the bargain was struck. They could run MSI while I would operate Devil's Peak Station. Unfortunately, relations have soured over time.
I might have noticed in your journal. So why did the partnership fall apart? I'm going to assume it's because of Sanjar and Graham's rising tensions.
Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle, that he is now similar to the original corporate executives they sought to reform. And Sanjar has learned the hard way that Graham is quite morally gray.
Morally grey. I must say, I'm becoming increasingly curious about Graham's dark secrets, and I don't know if he's morally grey or simply just an idiot, really, to put it simply. I think he's just too stupid to really know what's best for anyone.
Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave him sweat-drenched and screaming. I would assume it stems from the friends and family he lost in Amber Heights all those years ago.
In Amber Heights? Maybe we should go talk to him about that. I could probably use some dirt on Sanjar, too.
Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes to get back on the board for the next century. He'll never be reinstated.
Wait.
Not in his lifetime.
Back on the board?
For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec died during the massacre at Amber Heights.
Wait, there was a massacre at Amber Heights. What loophole are we talking about? Look, what do you mean?
I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1 once the other corporations had abandoned the planet.
With you.
The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved, pirates raided their homes in the night.
Oh. Did Graham, once he had the information, hire the pirates to raid Amber Heights and kill the executives that would be standing in the way? But then things got out of hand and they murdered a lot of his friends and family and others. And so now he just feels overwhelming guilt about it.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
Yeah, luckily you actually are. So I'm going to assume that you mean MSI won't get back on the board rather than Sanjar personally will be back on the board.
There are so many members. Do specify.
Got any... this might be a long shot, but you got any compromising information on the chairman of the board?
If you try to cite me on this, I will deny. Do you understand? What I'm about to reveal is the sort of information that gets a body disappeared. MSI's ownership of Monarch is technically legal, but it would give MSI too much power on the board to grant them such status.
Oh. So the chairman demonizes Monarch rather than welcome it back into the fold. So they're never, ever, ever going to recognize Monarch. That's why they blockade it so viciously. So MSI literally do have the power to change the status quo. But because of that, they're going to bury their, or rather, the board will bury their heads in the sand and won't actually play along.
Exactly. But you didn't hear so much as a whisper of such from me.
Got it. I promise I ain't gonna go talking that one around too easily.
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
What can you tell me about... Well, I suppose my employer? I guess he's the boss. No, he's not the boss. I don't follow his orders. Colleague? Co-conspirator. What can you tell me about my co-conspirator, Phineas?
Not much, admittedly.
Come on, you must know something about it. You told me you're a veritable font of information.
Phineas has been in hiding for the past 35 years. He got in touch with Nyoka first, who I use as a physical go-between. The rest is history.
Okay.
As far as what's between us, I mean. Outside of that, well, that's a raptidon of another color.
Nyoka might know a little bit then. Do go on, I'm listening.
I do know this much. There is a sharper side to the good scientist than you'd expect. If allegations are to be believed, The experiments he conducts for the greater good are in fact treasonous and for self-gain. I am not convinced as to the validity of these allegations, considering the source, but I am also not unconvinced either.
Interesting. I don't know about the self-gain part, but certainly I can believe experiments that would be regarded as treasonous in the board's eyes. I might need to watch him a little more closely. Can I ask you
Luckily for you, I am a veritable font of information.
about anything else? Have you received any broadcasts from Earth? It's been... Well, I've not heard anything about Earth since I woke up.
What? No. Why would I go out of my way to intercept messages from Earth? There's no market for them. No buyer means it's not worth my time. Now, if you wanted me to intercept a certain one, that might be worth it for the right price.
Okay. Noted that you can do it for the right price. Do people really not? I suppose it's the corporations that are saying it's not worth, you know, knowing about what's going on back at Earth. I think as far as the board's concerned, they just want to rule this little system, the Halcyon colony, and be done with it. Right, that's enough gossip for now.
How low you seemingly regard my trade.
No, I'm not. Look. I'd like to secure some information. Possibly.
I may have a secret for you, for the right exchange.
Okay, no, we've already talked.
How low you seemingly regard my trade.
Yeah, no, sorry. I need to go.
Nyoka, pick me up some Stimulotion and a bottle of purple berry wine when you're next in Stellar Bay.
Remember to say your pleases and thank yous. Oh, you know what? Oh, I just remembered that Automechanicals give me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, no, I need to get out. I need air. How to fix? I need air. Oh, right, okay. Deep breath. Clean air. No auto-mechanicals. And boy, I am high up. Well, now I think we should probably go back to Sanja and Graham in turn. Oh, but first, we need to go and finish the job for Graham and Zora. With their printing press and their missing team. There is a science weapon still to find. And another quest I'm going to have to read up on in my journal again. But it really does seem like to leave this place, I'm going to have to get my foot stuck right in the middle of this little war between MSI and the Iconoclasts.